Hey there, it's Brittany. Welcome back. I have a finished jewelry update for you. Some of this stuff you've already seen in my leather haul and leather bracelet tutorial, or well, it wasn't a tutorial, but my leather bracelet video. But I wanted to show you here in case you didn't watch that. I have quite a few pieces. I have a lot more started that aren't finished. So hopefully I'll be making, my goal is to do a finished jewelry update video once a week until I get through some of the projects I've been doing, even if they're 2 or 3 things. While being in quarantine, stuck in the house, I've done more online shopping than I normally do, but way less in-store shopping. So it might seem like I have a lot of hauls, but I haven't really increased my shopping. I just increased what I'm showing you guys. So that is one of my favorite things to do, is shop and bead hoard. So if those are what you like, you've come to the right channel. I'm going to show you some of the stuff I've already shown you first, and then I'll show you some of the new things. I don't have a lot finished, but I did also create some new components from clay that I want to show you as well. So I'll start with my leather bracelets. Oh, and some knotting projects. So everything I'll show you first, I've already shown you in that other video. I love this. I found these beads in my stash. I've been making jewelry for about 25 years, since I was a little kid. And I've had these beads probably for over 10. I bought them a while back. They're nice, really nice check beads. And I found these beads in my stash. I bought these at a jewelry show in Ohio when I used to live there a couple years ago. So this, except for the spacer beads and the leather, everything was already in my stash, and I was so happy to use something that I've had for a while. I think this is a great neutral bracelet, and I think it'll go with a lot of stuff. So just so you can see it without my hands being all over it. I used a toggle clasp on this one, and I made a loop out of leather so you can see the closure. Next, another bracelet from the other video I had. This really colorful, eye-popping, eye candy bracelet. I love it so much. I got this leather from Turquoise.Street, USA. These are some of the Beads and Babble beads, and I just love that this will go with anything summer, fall, spring. We don't really have winter here in Arizona. The sun's always shining, so I can wear it year-round. I love it. And it's adjustable for anybody because it can go over the loop can go over the first bead, the third bead, any of these. And next one is another really colorful bracelet from Beads and Babble, beads and leather. I did the same type of closure using a bead as the closure. And sorry if you hear a dog barking in the background. And then I used one of those old African beads that I got in one of my recent hauls. And I just love the colors. I didn't really do rainbow. I just picked out a bunch of colors of beads from that haul that I just really loved together. So I think it just looks so much it looks like a party. It's like a wrist party. Next, this one was just me testing out some of the new leathers. And I said in that video, I probably won't use this for myself. It's a really great stacking bracelet, but I always if I make something and it's just not something that I think I'll wear as much as something else, then I just kind of put it in a pile and for me to gift or donate later. It's still really pretty. I love it. I know I won't wear this very often, or maybe 6 months down the road, I'll be like, huh, I have an outfit that might match that green bracelet, and then I go digging for it. So thought this was really fun. These are stone beads mixed with some crystals and some blue-green leather and a toggle. Next, I made this bracelet mainly out of Jesse James beads and some leather and a toggle. I think these are the only beads that aren't Jesse James beads. Sorry, thought I was in the frame. These are just crystals I got at a bead show in Tucson. So I just love this. It's southwestern-y. It goes with a lot of things because I used multiple different metals. So there's copper, there's silver, there's antique brass, and then I like this really detailed clasp. So just, it makes me really happy. And I love that these little beads have a rhinestone on them somewhere. Okay, there it is. Really pretty. Look how pretty that is. I just love all the different textures. Next is this is, I think, yep, I have a couple more leather bracelets, but this one's another one that's going to go in my giveaway or donate pile. I love it, but I have a lot of jewelry these colors, and I don't have anything that I really want to replace in my stash right now with this. I just love this big crystal. It's so pretty. It's very rose goldy, but you can also wear it with regular gold. That's what the metal I paired it with. I have some Jesse James boho beads. This is Jesse James crystal, and then this is Jesse James back here. So some of these I got from that Jesse James quarantine kit, and this comes from that big crystal stash I got in Tucson. It's so pretty. Here it is without me holding it in my hand. So here's one that I also showed in that video. It's a leather knotted bracelet. I actually showed this the first time I had a leather haul from Turquoise.Street. I will be keeping this one for myself. I think I made the loop a little too long, but it still fits. It looks good. I have this cobalt glass, and then these are from Beads and Babble, like the glass chevron African style beads, and it's just so pretty. They're just so gorgeous. And then this is the last bracelet that I had from that same video. I used some of the African beads I got in my African bead haul. This nice brass focal. I used it as a focal in this bracelet. I think I'm going to do some more bracelets with these as focals, because these, first of all, these bracelets are so much fun to make, and you don't need to use a ton of supplies to make a stunning bracelet. Like, I love this bracelet. It's so beautiful. I used only 4 of the African beads, so I have a ton left. I want to use some to make a necklace. I used a toggle in the back and some more crystals. So this is really fun. It's a great stacker. And they're easy, and they kind of come together on their own. With my Jesse James Beads quarantine kit, I made a few pieces. I've already shown you a couple. Here's another one that I made. I'm just loving this bracelet. I love the gold. I'm still learning how to apply closures to knotted bracelets, and there are so many different ways you can do that. And I'm just trying to figure out. There are a couple that I like. This I got from, this bead came from my one of my bargain beadbox bargains hauls, and then there are tons of Jesse James crystals on here. This is a Jesse James heart, and then I think I got this from Bargain Beadbox, but I'm not sure. I'm not too thrilled with the way that I ended up knotting this, but it works, and it's not going to come undone. I love this hook and eye clasp. It's so classy, and it's easy to get on. I don't really like using lobsters on bracelets because hook and eye and toggle clasps are so much easier to do one-handed. Magnetic clasps are really nice too. I just don't have any. They're not something I think to buy when I'm looking for jewelry making supplies, but I love how sparkly this is, and it's a great stacker. All of these are great stackers. I did make a set for with using Jesse James beads from the quarantine kit and other items. I didn't just stick to only Jesse James beads. Actually, they're kind of featured prominently in one of the bracelets I'm going to show you, but they're more background in the necklace I'm going to show you. So here's the first bracelet. I kind of just grabbed some really nice gemstone beads that I had from Tucson, and then 2 Jesse James beads. So I have this Jesse James beads rhinestone spacer and this beautiful metal focal, and it's just a really good stacker that will literally go with so many different things, any color. and it'll just look great with a multitude of the jewelry that I have. Look, it'll even look really good with, I believe, this one. Yep, it'll look great with that. Even though it's not the right color metal, it still stacks really well with it. And I bet you it'll look really good with this bracelet too. Yep. Stacks really well with that. Let's see. And it stacks really well with this. So clearly I have like an aesthetic I go for, but this color is one of my favorite colors along with turquoise, and like blues and greens, they're just my favorite. And something this easy and something this timeless will go with just about anything. So this is one of the things I made featuring Jesse James beads. Okay, and then here's another matching bracelet and the necklace that I made that kind of evolved after I made this bracelet. So I'll go in order. I made the necklace next. This out of the way. I'll show that again in a moment. So here's the necklace. And this beautiful, amazing, remarkable, gorgeous pendant came from Candy Cooper. When I went to her dinner in Tucson, we did the desserts and demos, and she handed me this after in like a cute little pouch with some crystals. And I was just like, when I got it home, I was in shock. It was so beautiful. It looks like it's hand tooled, but it's painted leather. And it's just so beautiful. It's totally my aesthetic. Like, I love the desert. I love cacti. This is so beautiful. So the colors, and if you watch my Jesse James Beads quarantine kit unboxing video, you'll see that the colors were not something that I would normally choose. So I ended up using some of the beads in this beaded necklace. I don't think these rhinestone spacers, but certainly these rhinestone spacers back here are from Jesse James Beads. These amazing like wine colored marbled beads. These crystals are from Jesse James Beads. I believe these are from Jesse James. Either that or I got them from, I think I got those from Candy Cooper. These are Jesse James beads. And I loved how the beads that I got from them, this beautiful table cut glass and this crystal right here, matched this pendant. I was just like shocked. Once I started putting it together, I was like, oh my gosh, I have the perfect pendant for that. And I went and got it, and I knotted this closed, and I used the Jesse James Beads toggle clasp. I love this toggle, and I don't have any more, and it's so beautiful. And I am definitely keeping this necklace. I've already worn it once. It's so beautiful. So I'm like obsessed with it. And if you're part of their Jesse James Beads Secret Stash Facebook page, I posted this there about a week ago, maybe a week and a half ago. Whoops, sorry, move the camera. So there's the bracelet with that. And then the second bracelet I made to match, this one will go with anything. This bracelet's definitely made to match this set though. Ooh, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. I can't stand it. So this crystal came from Candy Cooper in the kit that I got with the pendant. But I have the Jesse James Beads wine marbled bead right here. This is Jesse James. This is Jesse James, and I think this one right here, and this one right here. I think I got this one from Candy Cooper. But then this clasp came from Hobby Lobby in one of my previous haul videos. It actually was a keychain, and I took it apart, took this off, and made it the closure. And it's just so, I love how the clasp becomes the focal of this bracelet. So no matter what part of the bracelet is showing on your wrist, there's something beautiful to look at. So here is the set, all three together. I just think they're so amazing. Like, not to toot my own horn, but come on, we all know I love jewelry. And this is just so pretty. I just love it. And it like amazes me that even though there were beads that I wasn't really thrilled, because I was like, oh, I don't use maroon, I don't use red. When I got my favorite colors mixed in, it looked really nice, and just was serendipity finding this pendant in my stash. I love when things come together like that. Okay. Next, I made this bracelet last night. And so forgive my my nodding. I am still learning. Even though I've been making jewelry for more than half of my life, way more than half of my life, I still see myself as a beginner in certain areas. So I got all of this wire from Turquoise.Street USA, and honestly, like looking at this bracelet, it is the epitome of my favorite things. So we've got leather, we've got silver, we've got these beautiful gemstone, this beautiful gemstone focal and coordinating beads. And so there's a story behind this. Since I did my leather haul, I've been trying to learn how to do barrel knots. Let me tell you, I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but I am not a barrel knot maker. I am still learning. This one's actually the best one I've done so far, and it's still not the best. But last night I was up. I drank some Diet Dr. Pepper way too late, and I was up till like 2 in the morning working on this bracelet. And once I started going, I could not stop because I was like, I had never used these beads before. I'd have had them in my stash for a couple months. These beads, these 5 beads, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one, I've had for over a year and a half. I got them when I moved here to Arizona at a local bead shop, it's a shop I don't frequent anymore because I had a negative experience in one of them, which is unfortunate because they had some beautiful beads. But anyway, that's not the story. These beads I've had for a while. Forgot I had them. They were with some specialty beads, and I found them. Well, I didn't find them. I saw them again probably 2 or 3 weeks ago when I was going through the specialty bead bag. And then I thought about them and put them away. And then last night I saw them again. And I was like, okay, I'll take them over and I'll make a bracelet out of them. Little did I know I was going to find these in my stash. And the bracelet kind of made itself at that point. The one thing I would say about this bracelet is it's too big and too small at the same time. So here you can see these beads are moving around a little bit. I wish I would have tightened this barrel knot a little bit more before I finished the bracelet off. And actually, I think now that I'm looking at it, this was not this loose earlier. I think this barrel knot must be moving. If it isn't, I'll have to see if I can fix it. But nobody's ever going to see these issues because I'm going to wear this bracelet. This is my bracelet. This is not anybody else's bracelet. And it's just it's so me. So originally I was going to make the toggle be the closure on this bracelet, but because I only had 5 of these beads and the way I spaced it out, it was too short. So then I decided to do a barrel knot closure, and I learned how to do that. Actually, this is one of the best ones I've ever done for this closure, and so I'm super happy with that. But now it's a little too loose. The good thing is I can use this bracelet as a stacker, and you won't be able to tell it's too loose at all. And, you know, if I ever lose weight or gain weight, it's adjustable. I can use the toggle in here and in here. My wrists unfortunately tend to fluctuate with my weight, so sometimes I wear a 7-inch wrist, 6.5 to 7-inch bracelet. Sometimes I wear a 7-inch to 7.5-inch bracelet. So and it also depends on the material too. So if this stretches a little bit, I might be, because of the leather, I might be back to using this. So like I said, it's been a learning experience, and this is one of my favorite pieces that I've made recently. I've made a lot of stuff that I really, really like, but I finished this today, and it makes me so happy. And I love like the focal. I love both sides. It's so pretty. There's just so much, and I don't know the name of this. I don't think it's Amazonite. I don't know what it is, because I didn't write it on the baggie when I bought it, and I only bought one of them. So if you know what it is, let me know. So it's just so pretty, and I'm going to look at it for hours and hours and hours. The last finished piece that I want to show you, I think it's the last finished piece, is a necklace, knotted necklace that I made from the beads I recently got from Christine White Style, the African glass beads. So when I pulled these out of the package, I immediately knew what I wanted to make with them. So I love this necklace. So there's a story behind this. I started off this necklace knotting it one way and ended up knotting it this way. So the pendant is hanging from a jump ring instead of hanging in between the knotted pieces. Let me see if I can find, here's how I originally started knotting it, and I didn't like it. So I originally started knotting it with the crystals separate from the African glass, which caused me to have to do 2 knots in between the crystals, and it just took too much work, and I didn't like how this ended up looking. So then I decided, well, I'll knot the crystals next to the African glass, and it just looked so much better. And the minute I saw these, I thought, oh, I want to make something beachy. So this pendant, I hope you like it, and actually I'm going to change it a little bit more. I made this pendant out of polymer clay. This is a shell that I made, and I put a lot of work into painting and distressing this. I'm actually going to add a little bit more gold highlights to the shell, and might tone down the white a little bit more. But right when I saw these beads and decided I wanted some crystal bicones between these beads in this color, I was like, I got to do something with that shell. So I used the technique I've been using in my faux ceramics and made this shell. And so the way I tied it on here, I left some of the strings and put some crystal bicones on the ends of the strings, and I haven't decided if I like that yet. I like that look in some things, but I don't know if I like it in this necklace, and if not, I'm just going to snip those off. I'm not going to restring it or anything, and so I'm still deciding whether I like that or not. But I am just obsessed with these crystals mixed with this African glass. It's just so pretty. You know, I've been talking about how much I love beachy stuff lately. And I just, actually now looking at it like that, I really like how these little strands look. I'm going to have to wear this necklace a couple times to decide if I want to snip these off or not. And that's the cool thing about being a jewelry designer. Nothing's ever final. If I wanted to, I could rip all this apart, but I'm not going to do that because this took a long time to make. Knotting is one of my new favorite pastimes, and I can just sit there, put something on Netflix and go at it. So I hope you liked everything you saw. Please like and subscribe to the video, but please, 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 I would love to hear what you have to say about some of the items you saw today. Most of these things are for me. I used to sell my jewelry. It used to be my full-time job. Now it's for, it is my relaxation. Whether I make something or not, just even handling beads makes me happy. So that's why you might see a lot more haul videos, because I like shopping and I like actually collecting beads, so especially artisan beads. So please let me know, like and subscribe. I'm going to be making a matching bracelet for this, and in my next my next finished jewelry update, hopefully in a week or so, I'll have something to show you there. I'm gonna put my not maybe my three, but my favorite items on the screen, and they don't really match, but that's okay. I don't have to wear them together. Let me know which items were your favorite. I love hearing from you guys. I love responding to your comments. And I hope you guys got some inspiration out of the things you saw today. Thank you so much. I appreciate every single one of you, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Bye-bye.